It's me, I'm back with another video. What's up? So, still sitting here, same bun, same tank top, because it's the same day, and we're still recording the chapters videos. I think this video might be a combo video. Yeah, it looks like these chapters are going to be kind of small, so we're doing sections 6 and section 7 in chapter 3 of Women Who Run with Wolves. Wow, that was like really great, not being confused by that. I said that like super easily. Go me for having been talking for the past few hours. If you guys are enjoying this little series, please make sure that you have subscribed and hit the notification bell so you will be notified as these videos come out. I'm posting them every single day until we are done, and then I post them pretty much once a week, if not once every 2 weeks, each new chapter. If you guys are enjoying these videos, please also join the Facebook group that is in the description box below so that we can talk about our experiences and become friends and share information and motivation and inspiration and everything. Like this video if you guys are enjoying the book club, if you guys are enjoying talking about books, if you guys are enjoying just like learning about this kind of stuff. And yeah, without further ado, I think I've said everything I need to say in my little intro. So we are moving on to the 6th task, separating this from that. It says in the book, separating one thing from the other with the finest of discernment, learning to make fine distinctions in judgment, sorting the mildewed corn from the good corn, and the sorting of the poppy seeds from the dirt. Observing the power of the unconscious and how it works, even when the ego is not aware, the pair of hands which appear in the air. More learning about life, corn, and death, poppy seeds. So the sorting of the mildewed corn and also the sorting of the dirt from the poppy seeds actually has to do with, more than anything, the doll and the intuition of the doll, and showing us what happens when we have a large psychological problem and we have to basically let it go for the intuition to sort through the little pieces and give us an answer in the morning. Reliance upon having faith that our intuition can do that is essential to connecting to the wild spirit. However, the mildewed corn actually carries a dual meaning. It's having to do with the homeopathic functions of the actual corn. It says in the book that it can be used as a medicine, and it's used as a medicine. While mildewed corn is liquor, alcohol, first of all, it also can be used as a medicine in many cultures. The fresh corn, mildewed corn, poppy seed, and dirt are all remnants of an ancient healing apothecary. These substances are used as balms, salves, infusions, and poultices to hold other medicines on top of the body. As metaphors, they are also medicines for the mind. Some nourish, others put to rest. Some cause languor, others stimulation. They are facets of the life-death life cycle. Baba Yaga is not only asking Vasalisa to separate this from that, to determine the difference between things of like kind, such as real love from false love, or nourishing life from spoiled life, but she is also asking her to distinguish one medicine from another. I saw this tweet once recently that referred to how in popular culture we call ourselves snacks, or say I'm a full-grown meal. This girl was basically like, I am neither a snack nor a full-grown meal. I am a garden, and I will feed you for life if I am well taken care of. I love that saying. I believe in that saying. I believe that if you garden your soul and take care of it, it will take care of you, and if you find others who do the same, you can take care of them as you take care of them. Like your soul will take care of them as you also nourish their soul for them to take care of you, if that makes sense. In this section, Estes speaks of the psychological garden that women must plant and tend to. It says, whatever can happen to a garden can happen to a soul and psyche. Too much water, too little water, infestations, heat, storm, flood, invasion, miracles, dying back, coming back, boon, heal, blossoming, bounty, beauty. During the life of a garden, women keep a diary, recording the signs of life-giving and life-taking. Each entry cooks up a psychic soup. In the garden, we practice letting thoughts, ideas, preferences, desires, even loves both live and die. We plant, we pull, we bury. We dry seed, sow it, moisten it, support it, harvest it. The garden is a meditation practice, that of seeing when it is time for something to die. In the garden, one can see the time coming for both fruition and for dying back. In the garden, one is moving with rather than against the inhalations and exhalations of greater wild nature. Through this meditation, we acknowledge the life-death-life cycle as a natural one. Both life-giving and death-dealing natures are waiting to be befriended, forever loved. In this process, we become like the cyclical wind. We have the ability to infuse energy and strengthen life and to stand out of the way of what dies. I think that section was pretty self-explanatory. Moving on to the 7th task of the chapter. The 7th task is asking the mysteries. It says, questioning and trying to learn more about the life-death-life nature and how it functions. Vasalisa asks about the horsemen. Learning the truth about being able to understand all the elements of the wild nature. To know too much can make one too old too soon. Estes makes very clear throughout the entire book that women's job is to regulate the cycles of life, death, life. She says, the infusion of twos into our work, ideas, our own lives, the lives of those we touch, that is our work. The shooing of the soul to its home, that is our work. The releasing of a shower of sparks to fill the day, and creating a light so that we can find our way through the night, that is our work. So, the Baba Yaga, by having the 3 horsemen, was doing this work, basically. And the colors of her 3 horsemen represent different aspects of the life-death-life cycle. It says, the black, red, and white horsemen symbolize the ancient colors connotating birth, life, and death. These colors also represent old ideas of descent, death, and rebirth. The black for dissolving of one's old values, the red for the sacrifice of one's preciously held illusions, and the white as a new light, the new knowing that comes from having experienced the first 2. So then just going straight into explaining it, the colors in the tale are extremely precious, for each has its death nature and its life nature. Black is the color of mud, the fertile, the basic stuff into which ideas are sown. Yet, black is also the color of death, the blackening of the light, and black has even a third aspect. It is also the color associated with that world between worlds in which La Loba stands upon. For black is the color of descent. Black is a promise that you will soon know something you did not know before. Red is the color of sacrifice, of rage, of murder, of being tormented and killed. Yet, red is also the color of vibrant life, dynamic emotion, arousal, eros, and desire. It is a color that is considered strong medicine for psychic malice, a color that rouses appetite. There is throughout the world a figure known as the Red Mother. She is not as well known as the Black Mother or the Black Madonna, but she is the watcher of things coming through. She is especially appropriated by those who are about to give birth, for whosoever leaves the world or comes into the world has to pass through her red river. Red is a promise that a rising up or a borning is soon to come. White is the color of the new, the pure, the pristine. It is also the color of the soul free of the body, of spirit encumbered by the physical. It is the color of the essential nourishment, mother's milk. Conversely, it is the color of the dead, of things which have lost their rosiness, their flush of vitality. When there is white, everything is, for the moment, tabula rasa, unwritten upon. White is a promise that there is nourishment enough for things to begin anew, that the emptiness or the void will be filled. I find it very interesting that black is the color of mud and the fertile, the basic stuff into which ideas are sown, because as it's also the color of night, I feel like I get all my ideas at night time, and that's when my best ideas are sown, and I always get the best ideas in the middle of the night. And then I also find it very interesting that red is the color of a promise that a rising up or a borning is soon to come, because it's periods, kind of a sign that you can bring life into the world. So that's beautiful. I love the imagery there. I just wanted to point that out. So having these three horsemen in the story actually just kind of relays the message of the life cycle, and that it is our job, the fact that they're Baba Yaga's horsemen. It says here, the fact that all three of the colors have a good side and a bad side, shows us and solidifies for us and clarifies for us the truth that there is no bad and good. It's just things. I wrote in my notes, I said, there is no black and white in the world, but so many colors. The sooner we learn to paint with all the colors of the wind and stop trying to bolden the outlines and create distinctions which do not exist, the sooner and better we will be able to flow to the wild nature. Life is not positive or negative, it just is and must be dealt with as such. In the book it said, so this letting live, letting die is very important. It is the basic natural rhythm which women are meant to understand and live. Grasping this rhythm lessens fear, for we anticipate the future and the ground swells and the empties out it will hold. Finally, dealing with the phrase at the end of this chapter, or section, I guess, it's saying the part of to know too much can make one old too soon. I believe that this is basically just talking about life. It's scary to think that there's so much out there that we don't know and will never be at perfection, but that is what life is. It's a journey of constantly learning and learning from your mistakes and learning from the past and learning as we go into the future. When I was a little girl, my dad used to say this thing that I was a light, that as I grow, he'll watch my light get brighter and brighter until one day it will shine brighter than anyone's or brighter than his and bright enough to leave and bright enough to go. And I always used to be a little bothered by that, because I'd just be like, well, why can't you just tell me everything so I can have the brightest light now? Or why can't I read enough books to have the brightest light now? And I used to definitely try to get there. But I feel like now learning that it just doesn't even need to be that bright frees you, because you'll be as bright as you need to be for every part of the journey. There will never be a part you get to where your light won't shine bright enough for you to see all you need to see. In the book, I just want to read this one last part to you guys. It says, to try to understand the mystery of the appearing and disappearing servants who come in the form of disembodied hands is akin to trying to absolutely comprehend the core of the numinosum. By warning Vasalisa away from the question, The doll and the Yaga caution Vasalisa about calling upon too much of the numinosity of the underworld all at once. And this is right and proper, for though we visit there, we do not want to become enraptured and thereby trapped there. It is another set of cycles the Yaga alludes to here, the cycle of a woman's life. As a woman lives them, she will understand more and more of these interior feminine rhythms. Among them, the rhythms of creativity, of birthing psychic babies, and perhaps also human ones, the rhythms of solitude, of play, of rest, of sexuality, and of the hunt. One need not push it. The understanding will come. Some things must be accepted as being out of our reach, even though they act upon us and we are enriched by them. There is a saying in my family, some things are God's business. Nice. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. I hope you guys are enjoying the series, and I hope you guys have subscribed if you are enjoying the series, and hit that bell so you can be notified as the videos are coming out every single day. Please leave me a comment down below if you guys are enjoying this. Please feel free to give me tips and any suggestions, because I definitely want to know. Make sure that you join the Facebook group, guys, because I really want to hear your stories and talk with you and actually get to know you guys like on a personal level. I love that you guys are enjoying and following the actual uploads, so please do that so we can like get to know each other. Go ahead and follow me on all my social media as well. They're always linked in the description, as well as that Facebook group, by the way. I will definitely be updating on my social media all of the stuff that I'm posting as far as the book club through the Facebook group or on YouTube. And yeah, I hope you guys are enjoying this. I love you guys so much, and I will see you next video.